channel?
All right, what's going on? So we got a whole new setup going on today. It's going to be crazy. We're changing up a lot. And this is probably going to be the last change for a little while. Like as far as deck size, truck size, wheels, I'm open to venture out into different things. But for right now, I was at the skate shop and I saw they had 99 Classics and 52. You know, I used to love this wheel. I made a whole video about how I love the classic shape. And I thought it was just appropriate to grab them. So I picked these up. And then probably the coolest thing is this. Upside down. Oh, it's this. This is the Deluxe DBX board, the Deluxe Basalt Construction. It is constructed using 3 layers of interwoven basalt with 4 standard thickness interior veneers and 2 thinner face veneers, hand laid up and precision pressed in single molds to meet exact specs. So it's one of the reasons why these are so expensive is they're using special molds, special presses, doing single presses, all that stuff. And yes, these are $115 decks. It's crazy. It hurt to buy this, but I got to do it for the channel, and I actually really wanted to try it, so it's an excuse for me to try it. It says here that they were designed for an ultra-responsive, light, quick feel with lasting consistency throughout the lifetime of the board. They're lighter, thinner, stronger than a traditional 7-ply deck. So we're going to put that to the test, obviously. I'm just going to put this on, and we're going to skate it for as long as possible. Yeah, if I can get like 3 months out of this, I'd say the money's worth it, but we'll find out. And it says, unlike typical composite decks focused solely on strength, DBX decks are designed not only for strength, but also with an emphasis on response, feel, pop, and overall lasting performance over the life of your board. So it's not going to be like that super stiff feeling that some other brands, I don't know, I haven't ridden them, but I've heard that like, while I'm not going to name names, certain brands, while they are really strong, they feel stiff or they're not flexy or this, that, and the other thing. I don't know because I've never ridden them. So this is going to be like my first ever, I guess you would say, non-traditional wood board. And the specs are perfect. So all of my recent boards have pretty much been 31.8. So it's the exact same length as all my boards I've been riding. 8.5 with a 14.25 wheelbase. I measured the tail and nose roughly. The tail is a little over 6.5 and the nose is right around 7. So it's like really a really standard traditional popsicle shape on this awesome deck. So we're gonna try it out. And then the 159s were a little big. I'm not gonna like, I did skate the crap out of those trucks, so maybe I'll insert some close-ups of how thrashed they are. They're totally good. Like I definitely can get a lot longer skating out of them, a lot more skating out of them, I should say. And they're not gonna go away. Like basically I'm gonna keep that other deck I have, the Wastel Crooked. We're gonna keep that set up as like a fun park board, curb board, just when I want to switch something up and take out a different board. And this is primarily focused for flip tricks and things like that. Like my flip tricks have been feeling lacking, and I'm going in the direction of flipping my board more. So we're gonna have a light tech board, and between these trucks and this deck, this is the most expensive skateboard you could probably buy. Like if I had the Bone Swiss that are like $100. Like if I put those on this deck, it would absolutely be the most expensive board you could set up, hands down. So we're kind of balling a little bit. We're going with some Alvear. I've had this board and these wheels in trucks for about 4 days now, and I've just been waiting for this to show up in the mail. I have to have it. This is kind of interesting. I got this at Cowtown. It's a brand called Hand Tight. And I believe they make garments like shirts and stuff like that. And I guess they kind of just made some hardware too, like randomly. But these look really good. They're like They have the really small bolt heads, which I'm a fan of. And yeah, they look cool, so I'll give them a shot. They're 7/8 Allen, so I'm going from the Phillips back to the Allen. The only thing I don't like about Allen is that they all come with that little tool, and I feel like I have so many of these little Allen tools at this point. I can open up my own hardware store. So I just get annoyed when they give those for free. I might just like get them all together and bring them to the skate shop. I don't even know. What do you do with those? Bring them to the hardware store? So yeah, that's pretty much it. And one other massive change is we are doing no rails. I haven't been using them. So we're gonna just try a deck with no rails and yeah, see how that goes. So we're gonna just kind of set it up. All right, this is always my favorite part of setting up a board. Ooh. Just cutting into that. Ooh. Always have to take this sticker off. It's just mandatory. If I can see it underneath my grip tape, it'll drive me nuts. So we are going super, super standard with this. Like, no grip job. Just flat sheet of grip. And for all the people out there who still haven't tried Alvear, I feel sorry for you. So, fun fact, I had a sheet of Mob sitting around, and I was gonna set up a different board, and I literally put it on the deck and went to go poke the holes through, and yeah, it cracked. The grip tape was cracking, so I bailed on that and was like, I'll just wait for my Alvear and set this board up. So that's what I did, and I'm very happy I did because I can just feel, oh, it's so much better. So I always do one of these numbers, but with the Alvear, the perforated holes are much bigger than on other grips. So you really don't even ever get air bubbles at all. And if you skate wider boards, Alvear I think is 9 1/4 on the width. So yeah, it's easier to grip wider boards. Now typically I wouldn't do this inside. So messy, but I have a towel down and yeah, we'll clean up after. I'm actually kind of excited to just skate a no grip job. And it is cool because it's like Halloween time, and the stains on this board are orange and the graphics black, so it's like a little Halloween themed. So I do this like pinch technique where I pinch the grip tape together to keep it up top and so it doesn't fall out and stick to stuff. Ooh, it's pretty. Boom. Oh man, that feels really nice. I am so excited for this. Oh, another thing too is shit. Oh, that's the nose. Okay. Thankfully, the nose is really easy to tell the difference on this board. But so yeah, the one thing too that we're doing differently is we are keeping the Independence stock. I'm not going to switch out the bushings or anything yet. I'm going to try to break in the bushings as is. So I have lost a little bit of weight. I don't think I will need the medium hard bushings anymore. I think I can get away with just riding the stock. So we'll see, but that's the plan. This is a little pro tip. If you don't like your grip tape like bunching up around your hardware, take a Phillips and just kind of dig out all the grip tape around the holes. And you can use the back end to kind of flatten it down. Make sure it's really stuck down around the holes. I'm excited to see what this hardware is all about, honestly. I'm kind of like I'm weird when it comes to hardware. I like hardware. Like I said, I like when the bolts on the top are small. Everything is like really streamlined about this deck, too. It's like so cool. I'm actually so excited about this. We're going to be skating this super early tomorrow morning. And we're going to have a flip trick bonanza. I say that, and then tomorrow I'll cut to just like the worst session ever. All right, we got to see. That's the nose. Okay. And then before I even ever set up my trucks, I take a Sharpie and I write front and back on the bottom of them. It just saves you so much grief in the long run. Because it'll stay there. It'll never go away, so you'll never get your trucks mixed up. Once you get some nice, like, serious grooves in them, it's obviously easy. And I can always tell mine because my base plate on my back truck is always destroyed from tail slides. So it's like pretty easy to tell. But I've had decks where I've done, you know, a ton of nose slides and then you can't really tell. Or like if I'm doing a ton of switch slappy crooks and regular crooks and stuff, like it can get confusing. So it just helps if you label them before you put them on. Especially if you're like me and you ride your trucks a little bit like different. So I ride my front truck like a slightly tighter than my back truck. And the reason for that is when I ride switch, I just don't like to feel all unstable and squirrely. So when I'm standing on my board switch, my front truck becomes my back truck, and that's where all my weight's centered. So if it's just a little bit tighter, it makes skating switch feel a little bit easier, in my opinion. I don't know. Could be a placebo. But yeah, it's just what I've noticed. But I am hoping with the skinnier trucks and the coned off, like, or the rounded off, like, wheels, that my 360 flips and switch 3 flips and everything will just be, like, super consistent and easy. And, you know, that's what we hope. Even if it's just like a little easier to do everything, I'll be hyped. It does feel so weird not having deck rails on. It's been so long since I've not had deck rails, but if you guys have ever skated one of these deluxe boards, let me know in the comments. What did you think about it? What do you guys feel about the price? You know, if it's one of those things where it lasts 3 times as long, is it worth it? Or do you guys prefer, like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like setting up new boards, so there's a good chance after 2 months I'm going to be like, man, this board's still really good, but it'd be nice to set up a new one. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the future of skateboarding. I think every company just wants their version of, like, the, you know, the flight deck or the VX deck or whatever you want to call it. But I'm excited to see how this goes because I like how thin it looks. Like, I really do. Like, I'm weird like that. And yes, I know it'll probably hurt more if it hits you in the shin, but is it really going to hurt that much more? Another pro tip here is always tighten your hardware from the back. Don't spin the grip tape side. That'll keep it from bunching up too. I gotta get some close-ups of this hardware though. I really like how small the top of them are. And it's funny too, because I like looked up online if you could buy this to see, you know, what the deal is with it. I can't find it online. I don't know if you can only buy it at Cowtown. If that's the case, it's kind of even cooler. But yeah, we're not doing fancy titanium hardware or anything on this. We're just doing regular stuff. We don't need it to be any lighter than it is. We have titanium trucks and a light board, so with no deck rails. And my wheels are going to be lighter, so this thing is going to feel like a feather to me. Even at 8.5. And say what you will about the titaniums being expensive, they're the best trucks. They're just the best trucks. Obviously the hollows would have been fine. The forged hollows, I could have gotten those and it would have been fine. But I don't know. I like these. I like the titaniums. They're just so light and they're awesome. I'm gonna have to do this on the ground. All right, here it is, in its full glory. Just solid black grip tape. 8.5 with 149 Indy titaniums. I mean, it feels pretty light. It honestly does, and I'm excited to skate this thing. It just looks like so much fun. Like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've had a no rails, just like regular size trucks, and it feels nice. It feels nice to just have like a regular skateboard again. I say regular meaning just, I don't know what you consider traditional. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this thing goes. So stay tuned for the next video when we're gonna skate it, and hopefully it goes great. But yeah, just real quick again, we got 149 Indy titaniums, 52 millimeter Spitfire Classic 99A, Formula 4s, the real DBX basalt construction, it's an 8.5, 14 and a quarter wheelbase, 31.8 inches long. So that's pretty much it. We got the Alvear, and I repped it with the sticker, Nike SB, you know, just classic. But yeah, this is the board we're gonna be skating for the next, hopefully 3 months. So stay tuned, follow along to see how long it lasts, but we're really gonna put this thing to the test. And I might even actually keep tabs of how many like hours I've skated. Like at the end of each session, I'll go in my notes app and be like, okay, I've skated 2 hours today, skated an hour, skated 3 hours. So we can see how long it really does last, right? In terms of hours. For me, I mean, everyone will be different. You know, I'm not jumping down stuff. But I'm just saying for like an average person that's just going to the skate park, skating some spots, you know, just normal skating. See how long it lasts. But that's going to do it. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you want to see me skate this thing. But I appreciate you guys checking out the video. And as always, peace.